actually use it for something good, and by using it for something good, it really, it really doesn't have that negative impact, right?
Yeah.
That it would have ever had before.
Awesome. So,
So that's what I feel like it is. Like, yeah, it was negative, but it doesn't have to stay that way.
Yeah.
Unless I want it to be that way, right? I have a choice.
I like that.
No, it's been working so far, Dan. So
then we're gonna
keep it. Try and keep that way.
So this is a very open-ended question. How has becoming a little older impacted the way that you deal with your health, if at all?
Actually, it has. So as I get older, I start to think about some of the things that I actually need to start focusing on and paying attention to. I love these new computer systems that keep track of all these great pieces of information about yourself, but the reality is, like, there's things that, like, I recognize now. You know what I mean? Like, as I start to get a little bit older, I'm like, I start to recognize things. And the one thing I was thinking, like, and I said to my provider the other day, I said, it's been over a year since I've had a prostate exam. Like, I knew in my head, like, it's been over a year. I said, it's time. And then I get a colonoscopy, whatever. Is that the? I get them every 2 years because I've had polyps.
Okay.
So, and I said, we're coming up on that. Just keep in mind. Right? So, and I keep track of, like, because I get, like, the vaccinations. So now I keep track. Like, she gave me a shingles vaccination. I got to get another one a month from now. So now I keep track of it on my calendar. Like, make sure I come back and get the other one.
Awesome.
So I'm more reminding myself, all right, 6 months from now, 6 months from now, I got to make sure I get my lab work done again. And, so I'm more on keeping in my head, keeping track, and not necessarily in my head. I'm using my Outlook, or I'm using something that, okay, this has to be done, or this has to be done, trying to keep track. And you know what? You get older and you start taking more pills. Sorry, but you do.
Yeah.
Because the blood pressure, and then you got the CAD, and you start taking more pills. So you need to be more on top of taking these pills,
Yeah.
And so I do all that. And it just becomes more about paying attention to your body and what your body's telling you.
Yeah.
And then addressing it, basically.
All right, cool. Who helps you care for yourself?
I don't feel like I'm at a point that anybody needs to help me yet, but
that's awesome. If you needed to, would there be people to help you?
I do believe there is.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I believe like I'm in a position where there definitely would be somebody to help me.
And what do those people look like?
Well, family would be one.
Okay.
But I have friends that probably would really run a close second.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Definitely.
Cool.
In a heartbeat.
Awesome. And then this is the last question.
Wow.
I know we're actually 20 minutes till 4.
Really?
Yeah. What advice would you give to young gay men about their health?
My advice would be to start the process early, getting into medical care. I feel like a lot of people think because they're young, they don't need to do like healthcare, get a provider or anything like that. Like I explained to you, I don't think I even saw a provider until I found out I was HIV positive. Something wrong, get medical help. But I feel like we should do that early on, and we should follow through with that care from the day, that we turn 18. If you had a pediatric physician, that's great. But I still think that you should continue the process from 18 on, and always get your health checked at least once a year. I think preventative medicine is the best medicine, and I feel like we fail on that. We don't do that. We wait till there's something wrong.
Yeah.
I'm like one that like, go see a doctor. Go see a doctor. You should always see a doctor. Instead of waiting until there's something wrong.
Right.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of reasons for that, because when you have a primary care doctor, your doctor can coordinate a lot of different things that are going on. And I don't know. I think that I'm not one that believes in gyms and all that stuff. A lot of people do. I'm just like not into all that, but maybe because I'm quite old now. But they can coordinate a lot of health issues. Mm-hmm. Find out things early.
All right.
Yes, I do believe in going to I mean, seeing the doctor as
Nice.
all of
As early and frequently as possible.
Well, I think you should get engaged in medical care when you turn 18. You
Okay.
should be doing it. It's
Yeah.
an adult thing. I mean, you should be doing it.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's
Thank you,
it.
Dan.
Do you have any questions for me?
I do not.
Okay.
But that was a great interview.
Wonderful. Oh, thank you. I will